Page 11 of the notes is the distance formula. The distance formula is given like this. For 2 points, x1, y1, and x2, y2, the distance is the square root of x1 minus x2 quantity squared plus y1 minus y2 quantity squared. Let's see some examples. Find the distance between the points 3, 5 and 6, 1. So this is x1, y1, and here's x2, y2. We need to write the answer as whole numbers or fully simplified radical expression. Do not round, so no decimals. The distance is the square root of x minus x, 3 minus 6, quantity squared, plus y minus y, 5 minus 1, quantity squared. This gives me negative 3 squared plus 4 squared. Negative 3 squared means negative 3 times negative 3. So that would be 9, and 4 squared is 4 times 4, 16. The square root of 9 plus 16 is the square root of 25, which is 5 because 5 squared is 25. So square root is the opposite. Square root of 25 is 5. Here's my answer. Find the distance between the points negative 7, 9 and negative 5, 13. Distance equals square root of x minus x, negative 7 minus negative 5, squared plus y minus y, 9 minus 13, quantity squared. We take the square root of all of that. 7 minus negative 5, I can change minus negative to plus positive. So that'll be negative 2 quantity squared. And 9 minus 13 is negative 4 quantity squared. So that equals negative 2 squared is 4. And negative 4 squared is 16. Take the square root of that. 4 plus 16 is 20. And the square root of 20, because 20 is 2 times 2 times 5, so I have here 2 squared, I can bring out a 2, a pair of 2's. So 2 square root 5 will be the answer. Find the distance between the points negative 6 and negative 15 and negative 3, negative 10. So the distance is the square root of x minus x, negative 6 minus negative 3, in parentheses, squared, plus y minus y, in parentheses, negative 15 minus negative 10, in parentheses squared, and square root of all of that. Minus with negative, I can change to plus positive, again here. So negative 6 plus 3 is negative 3 squared. And negative 15 plus 10 is negative 5. Square that, take the square root of everything. So negative 3 squared is 9. Negative 5 squared is 25. That gives me 34. And I have to take the square root of that. Now 34 is 2 times 17. 2 times 17, both of those are prime, so actually the most simplified version is just the square root of 34. Find the distance between the points negative 43, 6 and negative 41, negative 2. Distance equals square root of, parentheses, x minus x, negative 43 minus negative 41, squared, plus y minus y, 6 minus negative 2. Parentheses squared, minus with negative, I change to plus positives. Negative 43 plus 41 is negative 2. 6 plus 2 is 8. I square each of those. Negative 2 squared is 4, and 8 squared is 64. gives me a total of square root 68. And 68 is 2 times 2 times 17. All of those are prime. I have a pair of 2's, so I can bring out from the square root one pair of 2's, and I have the square root of 17 left. Find the distance between the points 36, negative 58, and 30, negative 61. Distance equals square root of x minus x, 36 minus 30, in parentheses squared, plus y minus y, negative 58 minus negative 61, parentheses squared, square root of all of that. Simplify. 36 minus 30 is 6. Negative 58 minus negative, I changed to plus positive 61 is 3. That gives me 36 plus 9, which is 45. 45 is 5 times 9, and 9 is 3 times 3. So I have a pair of 3's that I can bring out, and I have 3 square root 5 as my answer.